back to our study this week. We're looking at the new Old Commandment from 1 John chapter 2, and we're in verses 7 through 8 today. And so John starts his sentence here with beloved or loved ones, which if you think about it is very appropriate. Back in verse 1 of chapter 2, he addressed his readers as little children. He expressed his care and loving oversight for the Christians in that statement. He's like a loving, godly grandfather who is trying to instill the knowledge of the faith in his spiritual children. And now he turns and addresses them again by calling them beloved. First, they are beloved by John. It's hard to miss his affection for the people he's writing to, and in turn for us who have come to know Jesus through his word. We are his beloved children. But not only are we loved by the Apostle John, but we're beloved of Jesus as well. John will cycle back through this topic of love and will expand upon it several times. But he starts his first address with beloved. We are the loved ones. As he will say in 4:9, we love because he first loved us. And so John launches into his teaching on love by saying, I am writing you no new commandment, but an old commandment that you had heard from the beginning. So right from the start, John explains that what he's teaching on this topic is not new. This is not a new teaching that originated with John or is something that they've never heard of before. This is not a novelty. This commandment that John is teaching is old. It's aged. It's been around for a while. How long has it been around? From the beginning. We ran into this phrase earlier in the book, and we asked the question, what beginning? The command that he's talking about, and we will look at in more detail in a moment, is love your brother. So, in what beginning was this command a part of? We could say at the beginning of Christianity, Jesus did say, by this all people know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another. There is the old command from the beginning. But can we say that the command of loving one another goes back further than that? It does. God put love your neighbor as yourself into the Mosaic law. Can we go back further? Probably. After all, what is the heart of God's command at the marriage of Adam and Eve? Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. Is that not a command to love your brother or sister? We can rightfully deduce that whatever beginning John has in mind, loving one another existed there. But this old commandment is not some deep hidden mystery that was never revealed. John says that the command is the word that they had heard. Back in chapter 1, he talked about the word of life. John had heard, seen, and touched the word, and that is what he proclaimed. The word of Jesus, the gospel, and his commands are inseparable from him. The recipients of John's letter had heard the good word, which includes Jesus' command, and those they heard from the beginning. The command to love one another was old, but at the same time, John says it's new. How does that work? When John uses new here, he's not talking about something brand new and completely different from what came before. New is not a reference to age, but new in quality or freshness, as in the new wineskins or the new covenant. There's another word that is used in Greek to refer to something that is new in age. So John is not saying this is an ancient command and also new in age. He's saying that is an ancient command renewed, refreshed. It is new. We can gather his meaning from what follows. The old new commandment is in Jesus, who is the embodiment of love. After all, God is love. Remember, John has already said that this love is being perfected in Christians, and they walk in the same way Jesus walked. So the command to love is as old as time, but is now made new and fresh because of Jesus' atoning work. The command to love is now written on the hearts of God's people, just like God promised to Jeremiah in chapter 33 of his book. The command isn't new in age, but the former ways of it manifesting in the lives of people are gone, replaced by this new way. John describes this as the darkness that is passing away because the true light is shining. The old way of loving one another is being swallowed up by the light of love in Jesus. Think about how much we learned about what love is from Jesus Christ. The training wheels are off now, and we are commanded to start riding on our own. One day, when what is still imperfect is gone, then the love in us and between us will be complete. It will be new again, because it'll be completely perfect. And so it'll be fresh. It'll be like a brand new thing, even though it's old, but it'll be new. So that's how the old new commandment works. So come back next time. We'll look more at loving your brother in verses 9 through 11.